everybody, welcome back. I have now, after doing my what's in my baby's hospital bag, I've decided that I'm going to do what's in my hospital bag, as I find that this was so exciting to do because it now feels so real. It's all packed, it's all done, and so many people have given me so many amazing ideas to what to take with you, because I think it can be quite daunting knowing what to pack, etc. So after speaking to midwife, etc., I now know what to pack, I think. So yeah, I am going to do what is in my hospital bag. So when I wanted to choose a bag, I really had to take into consideration that I personally would love to be in and out of hospital within like sort of a day or 2 days, but you never know how things are going to work out. However, when you see all of these updates, if you've got apps, etc., if you are pregnant, they always tell you sort of like a checklist of things to pack inside your hospital bag, which gives you a good indication of sort of an amount to bring. However, I was still really confused because I didn't want to overpack, I didn't want to underpack, and so it was just trying to find the contrast between, you know, and a good balance between enough and not enough. Somebody said to me it's a really good idea if you just pack like a little plastic bag full of little bits just in case you stay a bit longer, and you know, whoever needs to run back to your house to get a few more bits, it's already packed. So that was a really good idea. Anyway, so I needed to find myself a suitable hospital bag which I thought would be, you know, big enough, sturdy enough, and also be able to pack everything inside that I needed. So I went along to Primark because usually their weekend bags are like a great size and a great price, and I didn't want to spend like a fortune. So I bought this one. And it's a really nice size. It's big, it's sturdy. I think it was about £12, which once again, you can't go wrong for £12, even if, you know, you don't want anything to do with it after. So I got this one. It's got 2 really big pockets at the front, which are great for like little bits and bobs. I'll tell you what I put in there in a little bit. And then the inside is just a normal compartment with a zip fastening, and it also, as a benefit, has a big shoulder strap, which is also brilliant, and a little pocket inside. So this is going to be my hospital bag, which I'm going to pack everything for me inside it. Okay, so first of all, on the checklist it says about a nightie and a dressing gown. So what I did was went to Mothercare and I bought this nightie and maternity nightie and little like dressing gown set, and it's really cute. It's just black, sort of like knee length, and it's also got the nursing straps just in case you want to nurse on top of that as well. It's just black. I thought to myself, well, I was advised to have like black because obviously after labour, if you are bleeding, etc., then it's nicer to have like something dark than something light, obviously, for obvious reasons. So I got the night dress, and this came with the matching dressing gown, which is so nice because it's not too thick, and it's quite a thin material, and it's nice just to literally throw on, do you know, when you're in hospital, because hospitals tend to be quite like a really nice temperature. I'm thinking as well, having a baby, it's going to be, you know, not cold. So that came with that, and this is called the Blooming Marvellous Maternity Sleepwear, and I just thought that was really cute. I think it worked out, wait, does it say the price? £30. So it's £30 for the dressing gown and the nightie set together, which I just thought was just perfect, really, just to throw in there. It's light, it's, you know, nice, and you know, like I said, dark as well. So I have tried to time everything in terms of waxes, etc. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I have. But also what I wanted to pack inside my hospital bag was actual pajamas, because sometimes with a nightie they're nice, but like I like trousers on my legs. Be quiet, dog. Be quiet. Holly. So I like pajamas with trousers, and I'm just going to let Holly just crack on quickly to what she thinks she can hear, which is nothing, but you know. You alright, love? You going to relax now? No, she's still going to go. Just ignore her. So I went for Mothercare once again. Blooming Marvellous, exact same set as the last one. It was this little cami which has got the nursing straps once again, and it comes in a 2 set. So it's got the stripy one and the black one. So they come together, and they're just like tops that go over your bump. And obviously after you give birth, your tummy, you don't want anything too tight on your tummy, restricting. So I bought the size bigger because I thought that would be a little bit more comfy. And they came with 2 pairs of just plain, really soft cotton pajama bottoms, which I think are really nice, easy, like free flowing to like pop on. The next thing that I was told to definitely pack was slippers. So I got some slippers for Christmas, and I've just kept all the tags on, and I'm going to take those with me. I think it's really important because like my feet are naturally cold feet, like I always really get cold feet. So I have actually packed as well some like chunky socks and slippers, just because I think that would be really nice. It's a bit more of like a home comfort as well, having your feet all cozy and warm. And also I've read that during labour your feet can get really cold if you're you know, out of the birthing pool and on a bed. So it's always good to have a good pair of like comfortable socks so that you don't have cold feet, because there's nothing worse than cold feet. Big comfy underwear, I was told. So I packed in some like short brief type knickers, which I got once again from Mothercare. So I've had a bit of a nightmare with bras during pregnancy. I just literally have found that none have been that comfortable. I was always wearing like maybe like a slight push-up underwired bra before I fell pregnant, and I've always had Marks and Spencer's bras from a very young age, and they've always been a godsend. However, I have really struggled finding bras, and I think it's just because my boobs have grown for obvious reasons, and I just find that not having underwired, because they recommend to have like a t-shirt bra and no underwiring, I just find that the support's just not there and my boobs are just not used to it. So it's really strange. However, I went and got measured at Mothercare once again for nursing bras, because I do want to try and breastfeed after. I was told to go for ones that look like this. They're not attractive, I'm going to warn you now, but they are just, what are they? They're 2 firm support nursing bras for breastfeeding, which have got drop down clips for easy feeding, extra back hooks for adjustment, and lined in cotton. So I got a 2-pack of these. I got the black and the white. So I think it's really important as well to make sure that you do get fitted. You obviously don't know how big you're going to get in terms of when your milk comes through, if you have decided that you're going to try and breastfeed. So I just went into Mothercare and found that they were brilliant, that they measured me and they were great with sizing, etc. And also I'm going to keep the receipt just in case, because they said regardless of the time when I bought it, I can take them back and swap them if needs be. I know this is quite random, but I have decided to take an empty plastic bag with me, and this is just all for my laundry. I tried to find one of my old crew bags, laundry bags, which I used to steal from the hotels, but I literally can't find them anywhere. So I've just taken a empty plastic bag with me, and I'm going to take that just in case I've got like laundry that needs to be like, I don't want to throw away and I want to bring home and wash. Then at least I've got a bag to pop that into. So a few me things. I bought 10 maternity pads. I have been recommended to take these because obviously after you go into labour and have the baby, you might be bleeding. So I got some maternity towels. I've just packed 10 at the moment. I have a lot of these that I have brought or been brought, and they are in the nursery and quite easy access. So I thought if I do need to stay in hospital longer than expected, then at least Rich can run back and get them for me if needs be. But I've just packed those. That's just 10 in there, and hopefully that will be enough. So fingers crossed, if all goes to plan, I'd love to have a water bath for my pregnancy. And one thing that somebody had recommended to me was to bring a towel, and actually my midwife has turned around and said not to take a towel because they have them in hospital. But sometimes, like, I think towels are one of those comfort things and it's nice to take your own. However, they do take up quite a lot of room and in your hospital bag. But I just went to Sainsbury's and bought a black towel. Once again, this black theme keeps reoccurring. I know I'm not a very colourful person, but there is obviously the reason for having the dark coloured pajamas, nighties, towels and underwear, etc. I just bought a large bath towel, which I thought if needs be I can just throw it, and I'm going to pack that into my hospital bag because then at least I've got it. I had this vision of forgetting my charger, and any iPhone user will know that sometimes the battery life isn't great, especially when you need it. So what I did was I went and bought another charger. I had the top already, I just bought the USB connection, and what I have done, I've popped that into my bag. That way I always know that I've got a charger for my phone and also for Rich's iPad as well, because I want to pack Rich's iPad, or try and remember to pack Rich's iPad for the hospital, because apparently it can be quite, I want to say boring for them, that's probably the worst inappropriate word to use, but you know, while things are progressing it can be quite long standing, and you know, if he's got his iPad with his games, etc., maybe it will keep him quiet. So a few Vanity products. I packed in my Tangle Teaser. I just thought this would be nice because I'm sure I'm not going to be caring about doing like a full hairstyle, so I haven't put in straighteners or anything like that. You know, I'm quite lazy with my hair as it is, so I've just packed in a Tangle Teaser, which would just be great because it's so small, it's compact, and that's there. Then I've put in a new packet of makeup wipes, just because sometimes it's so nice to have no makeup on, and I get really funny with my skin. I'm just like, oh, get it off, get it off. So I always have makeup wipes with me. My makeup bag, which I'm just obviously gonna do a few bits and bobs. I probably won't feel up to putting any makeup on, but you never know, because if I do go into labour, you know, 3:30 in the afternoon or something like that, or 9 o'clock in the morning, when I've so happened to have done my makeup, I've got my makeup wipes. And also, you know, if I do have to stay in hospital and I've got visitors and I'm feeling up for it, then I will obviously have some makeup with me just to pop on, just to make me feel a little bit more fresh. I've got the worst indigestion ever. Has anybody else had seriously bad indigestion throughout the whole pregnancy? I have literally never been through so many bottles of Gaviscon in my life. I drink peppermint tea like there's no tomorrow, and sometimes I even have to drink like cups of milk, and I was never a milk cup drinker. And breathe. And breathe. Inside my wash bag, I've got a really good few recommendations that loads of mums have given me, so I have packed those. So I'm going to run through what I have got inside my wash bag. So quite a few people, when I put up my Facebook post asking what like are my essentials that I'll need in my hospital bag, so many people recommended straws. Now these are, yes, they're from McDonald's. I stole these ones because they had the covers on them. I bought like a massive pack of them, but I just found that because they weren't covered, like I was like, oh, so I just took some McDonald's ones, or didn't use the ones that I bought from McDonald's when I got at McDonald's. And apparently this is because during labour your mouth can get really, really dry, especially if you're on gas and air as well. So it's actually quite nice to have a straw. It's just a lot easier to drink from, and I actually really enjoy drinking from straws regardless of what situation I'm in. So I've packed a couple of straws. Then in Boots they do 3 for 2 on their travel like minis, so that was great because like I could pop in and get some like little bits and bobs. So the first ones that I got was, I got a little mini mouthwash, some toothpaste, then I got Rich some shower gel, which I thought was quite nice just in case he's feeling like he needs to shower after all the hard work. I got some Femfresh wash, which I thought would be a godsend after I've given birth, or the worst idea, I don't know, but I got some anyway. Little tiny Aussie shampoo and conditioner just in case I need to wash my hair. Some deodorant. Somebody told me as well lip balm was a must because of your lips getting dry, so I just packed in a Vaseline. I just bought loads and loads of hairbands because you never know when you need a hairband. It's the worst thing when you do need a hairband and they're just bloody not there available to you, so I got some of that. The toothbrush, and also I've packed in another little travel one as well just in case Rich needs one. Now this was another recommendation from quite a few mums that I had, and these are Arnica tablets, and these are to help with bruising. I bought these from a healthcare store and I just thought I'll take them with me, and obviously it's up to you whether or not you want them or not, but I've decided that I'm gonna take them with me in my hospital bag. Okay, next is the nursing pads, and anybody who doesn't know, if you are, when your milk comes through, obviously your nipples leak, so you're going to need some padding to stop the leakage coming through. Apparently that you don't actually need these because it might take a few days for your milk to come through, but I've just taken like 6 or 7 and I've packed them inside the wash bag just in case I need them, because like you say, you just never know. And then with that, I've teamed it up with this is what I was recommended by so many mums to have, and it's the Lansinoh. I probably have said that wrong. Sore nipples and cracked skin. Okay, and obviously there's so many people say to you, or have said to me, that it's very painful breastfeeding, especially if, you know, the baby's not latching on properly, and apparently this is like amazing. So this is what it is, and I just got it from Mothercare once again with the Lansinoh, probably not saying that right, nursing pads as well. I just got the matching ones for it. And so yeah, so one thing that I was told to take was snacks for you and for your partner or your birthing partner as well, because it can be quite a long process, and also, you know, the energy side of things can be quite draining for you. So the first thing that I was told to definitely take was Lucozade Sport, and this drink was actually recommended brand wise name over a lot of other ones like Red Bull, etc. Lucozade Sport was, I was told, or any isotonic performance fuel drink. So yeah, I went for this one, and I've got a couple of those which I thought would be great for energy. Okay, the next thing I've packed inside my bag is some fruit pastels, because I was recommended those as well, and I love fruit pastels. They're like my favourite sweet. So I packed in a big box, and actually I got a bit of a result because I went into Sainsbury's on just a normal shop, and these were in the Christmas aisle and they were like reduced like 50p. So I was like, well, I'm gonna grab some of those, and I keep looking at them like I want to eat them, but I have not. And I went for fruit pastels and also some Boost Bites, because I'm one of these people that has to have a bit of chocolate every now and again. So I have packed those 2 like little treats for me, and then the last thing that I packed as well were just some Polos and some mints and some chewing gum, because I've been told that, you know, your breath can get a little bit dry, etc. I don't know if this is all true because obviously I haven't experienced it, but I just thought it's better to be safe than sorry. So the next thing that I was told to take was bio oil, and I have been using bio oil through the whole pregnancy. I found out at like 7.5 weeks that I was pregnant, and I started using bio oil once a day from them, and I have been so lucky that I've only just got a few tiny stretch marks right on the back of me, but apart from that I've been so fortunate because I've hardly had any. Now I'm not saying that bio oil is going to prevent your stretch marks, because I'm pretty sure there's thousands of people that will disagree and say they used it throughout their whole pregnancy and still got stretch marks. Unfortunately, it's just pot luck. But at the same time, I find that bio oil really moisturizes my skin. I have been through, they're not cheap, bio oil, they're expensive as well, but I've been buying like the multi-packs, and this is my 8th one throughout my pregnancy. And from week 24, when I started noticing that I was getting a little bit bigger, I started just doing it twice a day. And that's what I do. So what I thought is I'm going to pack a brand new one, and then when the baby's out I'm going to continue moisturising, because it's actually so good for your skin to moisturise. I've noticed so much a difference in like the elasticity of my skin since moisturising every single day. So the next couple of things that I have to take with me is obviously my camera, etc., those sort of little bits and bobs, and also my hospital notes. But there's one thing as well that I have packed, and that is some bits and bobs for Rich. Now I don't think he needs like a full bag, but I've just added some bits into my bag as I had room, and I've packed him like boxes, a clean pair of socks, I've packed him some like jogging bottoms and a nice t-shirt and a jumper, just because I think it's nice for him to have that, you know, nice fresh clothes, especially as the facilities do have a shower for him. And say for example he comes straight from work, and he's a tree surgeon, so they are not the cleanest when they come home from work. At least he has to come straight to hospital. If I go into labour, then he has a change of clothes and some fresh underwear, because we all know what it feels like to have fresh underwear. It's it's a much nicer feeling, isn't it, to have clean underwear. So those little things that I've got for him. And also my sister made me a massive hamper full of treats for like, oh, it was really nice. I'll try and get a video up of it. It's such a good idea for if you've got a friend or a family member who's pregnant and want to do something special for them. So I think I've covered everything that I'm going to be putting inside my hospital bag. The only last thing that I will say is a TENS machine, and I need to hire one, as I'm definitely interested and have been recommended by so many people to get one. So that is the last thing that will go into my hospital bag. But apart from that, I have got everything packed now, and I am so excited. I can't wait until this little baby comes along. And if you want to watch my baby hospital bag, then click on the link down below in the description box. Everything I have bought I will list as well as link as well, so that you can go and have a little look and have a browse. And you know, it's great to have an idea of what to take so you feel comfortable, as that's what it's all about. If you have any more ideas of essentials that I need to take, then please comment below, because it'll be so interesting if I have missed out on something, for you to point it out to me, because then I can add it quickly, hopefully before the baby comes. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, then give it a like and a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram at Tasha Parker RR, and keep up to date with everything that I'm doing, because like I said, I post to Instagram like daily, so you can keep an eye on everything that's going on there. So I want to do quite a few more little videos, which will all be up, like I'm trying to do them, like stagger them through the week now, so that I don't post like 1,000 videos and everyone's like, bloody hell, she's been away for like 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden she's got like 18,000 videos. But I hope you enjoyed it, and take care guys, bye!